Okay, now that you've mastered the slip stitch and you've learned how to make a starting chain, this is where the fun begins. Now you can start learning stitches. The first stitch and easiest stitch to begin with is called the single crochet. I'm going to show you how to work that today. So we're actually going to begin with our slip stitch. Insert your hook. And we're going to begin with a beginning chain of 11. So yarn over, pull through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. How you can count those chains is looking at each braid. So each little V is considered a stitch. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And then here's your loop on your hook. To work into the beginning of, or to work stitches into the chain, you need to know the parts of the chain. So each stitch is designated by a little V. They look like braids. So this is your first chain, your second chain, your third chain. This is the top of your chain. If you rotate your stitches over, there is a bar along the back. You can see that some people call it the bump or a bar. That is what you're going to work into as we work our single crochet row. So we have 11 chains. Go ahead and insert your hook. And we are going to turn our chain and rotate it so the back side of the chain, where those back bars are showing. So if we look, here is the first back bar. We're going to ignore this one because that is considered a turning chain. Now you're going to go into the next one. So you're going to just take your hook, you're going to insert it into that back bar. You're going to yarn over and pull through that one loop. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over, pull through both of those loops on your hook to complete the single crochet stitch. Now you're going to go into the next bar on the starting chain. Insert your hook, grab your yarn and pull up a loop. You now have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook. Now you have another single crochet. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops on your hook. Insert your hook into the next back bar of the chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through both those loops on your hook to complete the next single crochet. As you can see, the stitches are coming into play here, and you're creating more braids on top, which is how you can count your stitches. So we've worked 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochets. Okay, so we've completed 4 single crochets. We're going to continue across the rest of our starting chain. So insert into the bar, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on hook. Insert into the next back bar of the chain, yarn over, pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through those 2. Insert into the next back bar, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops on your hook. Insert into the next back bar, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops on your hook. Insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. 1 more bar is left on our chain, so insert your hook into that back bar, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops on your hook. Okay, to count your single crochets, you're going to rotate to the top. Again, you can see the braid along here, and you are going to count them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you may remember that we started with 11 chains. We skipped the first chain, which is considered your turning chain, and then we started our stitches. So when you're working single crochets, you're going to have one less stitch than your turning chain. Okay, now we're going to work a second row. The first row is always the most difficult. So for the next row, we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. When I say turn your work, you're just literally going to turn that over. And now you're going to, again, skip that first chain. It does not count as a stitch. Now there's no back bar, so you're actually going to insert your hook into the space right underneath that braid at the top of this last stitch. Okay, so there's kind of a hole right there. You're going to insert your hook there, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook. Now you're going to go into the next hole right here. Again, when you insert your hook, you'll see that you're underneath those 2 posts of the braid. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook. Go into the next hole right here, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops on your hook. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops on your hook. Insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up 2 loops on your hook. You are now working your second row of single crochets. Okay, insert your hook, pull up a loop, 2 loops are on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook. We have a couple more stitches left of this row, and then we're going to count to make sure that we have all of the loops or all of the stitches on our row. Okay, so you can just pull this up after you've completed the last one. I always pull it up so I don't lose that, because sometimes if this gets tugged on or pulled, you can lose that loop. So we're going to rotate this over so you can see the top of the stitches, and we're going to count. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we have our loop. So go ahead and put your hook back in. And I'm going to walk you through one more row of single crochets. Okay, so to continue our row, we're going to chain 1. We're going to turn our work and work into the tops of each stitch going across again. So insert your hook into that hole, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2. Insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through the 2 remaining loops on your hook. You're going to repeat this all the way across your row, and as you practice these stitches, you'll get a little bit quicker, and I recommend, as you are learning, that you just do this over and over and over again until you're super comfortable holding your yarn, holding your hook, and your stitches are all working nice and even across each row. And just as a sample, this is what it will look like when you work multiple rows of single crochets. So in this is what we've been working on, and we have 3 rows of single crochets, whereas in this sample, I believe I have 14 rows of single crochets. But the stitches are all nice and even. And again, like I've said, I recommend you just working row after row after row until your stitches look nice and even and you're comfortable with the stitches. And then it's time to move on to the half double crochet.